This shrub is why it came this way, though. Only blooms for a short time. It's big, it's beautiful. It's a chill in the air today. So I think over here's where I want to make the changes. I have another creeper I want to put on this side, a winter creeper. The Elysium's kind of swallowed it up. It's a good piece. It's a nice piece. So, winter creeper corner. Anything that needs to be moved in the garden needs to be done now, as opposed to later. It needs time to root in. It had a really nice root system on it. It was really wide. It took a while to get it all out. Mostly came up in one clump. I have one little piece that broke off, and it's over there on the side. It was in the shade, so it's not colored up yet. I've been trying to root a piece of this one over here. Hose makes a good pointer. This Rose of Sharon didn't come back. My favorite hosta. So the Rose of Sharon on this side, I moved it back. There was a hole here. There's a hosta back there. It's not really grown in. And I added an almond bush to this back corner. Back middle. I moved the almond bush over a bit. I centered it with the corner where the winter creeper was. Early spring color. It's my first thing to bloom is the almond bush. So that'll go nicely with the winter interest. Foxwoods. This is in my next spot I want to change. It's kind of not seen where it's at, so I need to pull it out. Winter interest piece. These are just in pots. They're not planted in the pots. They're just sitting there for show. So I guess the first thing to do would be to take these and put them in another place so I can study the space well enough to know where to move these. Strawberries kind of swallowed this one up, but they're pretty. They're evergreen. I ended up putting my extra trees over here where the yews were. They stick up, you can actually see them. The middle yew looks greener than the other two yews. They were all three in a shady spot. I don't know why one looks deeper green. It's perfect now. 3 yews. No goji berries yet. I assume I'm going to get them late. Last year I got them late. I just cleaned out the knotweed on the side. Not that I didn't like it, but it, you know, I didn't put it there. There's still some. I didn't pull it all out. I'm using mostly the white for my spices. See, that's kind of white, and then when you got this deeper color. I'm gonna move something. I have to move it before it gets colder. They have to root in. Pretty though. Really, what a pretty mess. I haven't come around and harvested flowers yet, but I need the elderberry flowers for tea for when I'm sick. It's good for viral colds and flus. This one's hanging out over like the knotweed was on the other side, but I like it. So I have to find a new place for the Rose of Sharon, because I want the mugo to stay. I need the evergreen interest in this area, because I don't, you know, I just started putting the evergreen interest here because there was none. And everything in front of the speedway is a mistake, because it's tall and it's work on another weed. Yeah, so this front row's got to come out. You have to make a mess sometimes. But I did unbury the speedwell enough. I'm okay with these daisies hanging forward. I like daisies. And this one, I don't know, probably should come out. But I have a big clump of daisies there that now need somewhere to go, so I'm thinking back here. Not too close to the speedwell, because that's the problem. But back here, maybe I could take out one more. I have a Rose of Sharon. It's alive. As buried as it was. I'm surprised it's alive. But that'll get tall enough to be a feature in the future. This, I'm sure, is a daisy. It's a spent daisy. So, yeah. That's the spot I got to work with. I need a pretty good sized hole. But not too close to the speedwell. I do want white going through here. I kind of almost had it. And the big clump of daisies went on this side, but there's enough room. Next year we'll have a fair amount of white on this side. There's a red twig dogwood in here. First year in here. Had its arms all over this. Got it out. That was put in early spring when the ground thawed. So I guess this time of year in early spring, I was saying it looked more like a meadow, and I think that was the beautiful weeds that had grown in. It was just doing its own thing. So evergreen interest. This is a dwarf.
Indy says hi.
Hi, Indy. How are you? Oh, you're Indy. Leona. It's the nighttime walk. The walkabout. Zamugo pine's going to get about 6 feet tall and 3 or 4 foot wide. But, you know, it's going to take some time. All these sunflowers. They had to be staked. That last big rain we had toppled things over, and the sunflowers were all barely hanging on because they're so tall. So they've all been staked. Well, most of them. I always think I get them all, and then I don't. Bought one elephant ear 2 years ago. This year, 2 came back. There's a third one that didn't come back because they grow babies. So I have more than I started with. I kept this one. I kept going for a long time in a clay pot in the overflow. So I think that'll be my goal, because this one over here took a really long time to come back. I thought it was dead. It didn't come back till I brought it outside. We were, you know, good into the summer by then. I added a little mulch to this area, which I had dug up previously. So I can get around here now. Much better, much easier. Not getting as many flowers as I wanted. Taking so long for it to get to the stage. It's growing right up to the top. Here's a flower. I gotta wait till nighttime to grab it because it'll be on there tight. Isn't she a beaut? See a lot of buds now. Where that broomcorn's up there ways. Unbelievable. next year's ashwagandha. It'll be divided one more time. This does really well under artificial light inside the house. Last year I had really good luck. So this is the ashwagandha that I wintered. Not sure how many plants are here. Quite a few, maybe 4 plants. Come around to the rest of them. We got a midget one. This one's just not getting enough light or something. Something's not quite right here. This one got really tall. Squash is in my way, but at least I'm going to get a squash. Over here, I did yesterday see an acorn squash. Here's another butternut. So if it's going to be in my way, it better have some darn squash on it. Oh, here's another one. See, they're freaking all over the yard. All over the garden. I was playing with this yesterday with a footstool. Everything's up there too high, and I knew it was going to be an issue. It was a whoops in the design. I did get a bunch of beans though. A few handfuls. I was making vegetable soup, so I needed, you know, fresh veg. I like to get my green beans when they're still young. Not that young, but young. That's not bad. They're more tender if you get them young, in my experience. So Rick has a day off. He hasn't had a day off in weeks. This is what he's up to. It's called a door jam. Right? Is that all I need to know about it?
Yep.
Mister?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Putting the door jam in.
So you know what putting a door jam in leads to, people? We're gonna have doors. I like the way he did the top. It's decorative. Like, this is his project, and he's like, you know, going the extra mile everywhere. It's his dream coop. These are going to be barn doors. One of the roosters learned how to come in from the other door and walk through the coop and get in here. Biter. Biter knows how to get in here with this block. Back there's where all that knotweed went. So anyway, it's still going to be a while before we get there with the coop. He's taking 2 weeks off next month to get the roof on. The last board is in. It's pretty, I like it. He's using as much scrap wood as he can, but we have bought a lot of lumber. This is the ramp height as opposed to the ramp height in the other house. Very steep. It's too steep. You know what? We used to have a brick under this. When we moved it, it must have lost the brick. The brick brought it up some. The brick for the bottom of that ramp is gone. But anyway, the new ramp is going to be a doable ramp for Miss Millie Millie, who's not perfect. She got a little bit of a limp. Got a bum leg. The automatic chicken doors go on this side. Are they framed out on the inside?
No.
No, not yet. The automatic doors go on the outside of the barn doors. Talking about putting the automatic doors in the sliding barn doors instead of in the wall. He doesn't want the ramp to go any further than the two doors.
There were to be cubbies on each side.
Okay, so the inside he wants to be cubbies. Got a little bit wet. I think got him done.